Good day. I want to welcome everyone to this lunch and learn. And next month, I want to tell you it will be January 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is a little bit different lunch and learn than I typically am, mostly product focused. And today this is more about caregiving. Food for thought. How much are you giving to others? Of your time, your wisdom, your skills, and your caring. This is an easy time to feel very generous and yet sometimes guilty from times we have regretted not doing enough for others. Caregiving is tough and it often creates conflicted emotions due to our not having good boundaries or even overextending ourselves. Often we feel we have no choice but to take care of those we love, even with limited resources, financially, emotionally, or from our own physical limitations. I hear this all the time at the Y, and I see it oftentimes too, where married couples, one is helping the other into the Y in his wheelchair so that he can get some kind of a workout, and yet she's in the locker room huffing and puffing and feeling exhausted, really, to put it mildly. So give yourself a pat on the back if you are a caregiver and one who watches over others, even pets, keeps them safe and does whatever is needed to help them have a good childhood, recover from illness or injury, or have a super end of life. And being a hospice worker, end of life is very special to me. Now, what do you do when you get frustrated from this work, this labor of love that can easily become tedious, boring, or make you feel unappreciated? Do you share your feelings or bottle them up from guilt, regret, anger, or a sense of duty? One thing we know is that the body keeps the score. And that is a book that I would recommend to anyone who is a caregiver because I think you'll learn a lot from that book, The Body Keeps the Score. If you're holding in feelings, your body will help dissipate that. It may come out in head discomfort, stomach issues, skin issues, getting sick more easily, trouble focusing, or keeping your temper managed, elimination problems, breathing irregularities, problems sleeping, or trouble with intimacy. What is one thing that you're surprised by as you give care? Think about that for a minute. Think about caregiving and something that may catch you off guard about caregiving. What are ways you can deal with or manage this stress? Deep breathing or patterned breathing to meet your personal needs can be very calming to the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve can be overstimulated by stress and anxious feelings. Proof of that can be dizziness or fainting, vomiting, worsening heart rate, blood pressure or blood sugar, difficulty swallowing, or abdominal discomfort. Notice it's basically heart and digestive symptoms. It can show in problems with the voice, feeling full too quickly, reflux, and mood issues that go on and on. We can soothe it with deep breathing. Let's try one version right now. So I'm going to have you, basically what it is breathing into the count of 6 and breathing out to the count of 8. So I'm going to count for you right now so you can practice this technique. So you're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And by increasing the exhale, the time that you're exhaling, literally has an impact on the vagus nerve. Other simple techniques include laughing, meditating, humming, splashing your face with cold water, and massaging your outer ear. What would you prefer to try next? And I'm not sure if singing, I would think singing would be something that would definitely help the vagus nerve too. But I don't have that information right in front of me either. I'll have to ask Jason and Heather Lynn when we stop the recording. So what would you prefer to try next out of all those different options? And now I'm going to have you listen to a nature meditation. And so the nature meditation happens to be on an app that some of us here are aware of. It's called Lumify. And in the Lumify app, we have different activities. And this kind of shows you that page of activities. And one is meditation. So I'm going to go to the meditation one. In there are different choices, and they have a time next to them and all of that so that you have an idea of what you're choosing. So I'm not sure why this is X'd out. I don't know why this is X'd out. Maybe I'm in the wrong one. No, I'm in the user view. Okay, well, something is up with my app all of a sudden. I just turned it on a little while ago and it worked fine, but for some reason it's not. Oh, okay, now I see it. It has a little time next to the little arrow that you press to play it. But this one is called Sound of Elements. This meditation immerses you in the calming natural frequencies of earth, water, air, and fire, helping you connect with the energy of the elements for deep relaxation and inner balance. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, for some reason it's not working. I am so sorry about that, but I will, at least you know that they are available on apps. And I did that Sound of Elements one yesterday, and it only took 5 minutes, and it was really, really very impactful, very effective for calming my mind and helping clear my stress. Another option for stress management is a tub soak or a foot soak using a cup of Epsom salts, and you just take 5 to 6 drops of calming oils like lavender, balance, frankincense, or serenity. In fact, mixing 2 to 3 oils will be even more effective because of the synergy between the essential oils. And synergy is when the effects of one oil and the effects of a second oil or more combine, so it's equaling 1 and 1 equals like 5 instead of 1 and 1 is 2. So that's what synergy is. The chemical constituents affect each other to make their benefits even better. What a spa-like experience for you and your loved one if you did the foot soak or the tub soak. So why does a foot soak work just as well as a tub soak? You're probably wondering that, right? Well, because an essential oil gets on your skin for 20 seconds, then it gets right into your blood after the 20 seconds, and after 20 minutes in the blood, it gets the chemical constituents to every cell of the body looking for empty receptors, which is basically how our essential oils work. When we have empty receptors, we get symptoms. When the receptors are satisfied or filled up, we don't have symptoms anymore. It's really simple. What a blessing. We do not have to tell ourselves where to go to help us. When they find empty receptors for that particular constituent, like linalool, which is found in lavender, linalool is a chemical constituent that is very calming. We get calmed without needing to do another single thing. Use it as often as you wish with diffusion, a diluted roller, and any of the doTERRA touch rollers are perfectly diluted for maximum benefits. And even oral essential oils, for those that are safe to do so, are really spectacular in how they affect us, such as 1 drop of lavender orally is equal to a very commonly prescribed medication to help ease anxiousness. Lavender has no side effects, so that is my choice. In fact, I used to give that to my dog all the time, who was highly, highly anxious at the end of his life. His whole last year, we were like a hospice vet here at the house. Adaptive capsules with their natural plant-derived GABA, and I can't even tell you the long name for the GABA, but the GABA is a neurotransmitter that comes out of our gut, and that eases our stress and boosts my focus when I take them once a day. So I start my day every day with my adaptive capsule. Now we can also do self neck massage and shoulder massage to break up our stress moments and remind us that we matter. So even just putting on an oil, rubbing it into the neck, especially up here, just below the brain stem, you can just kind of knead your own neck or your shoulders. You can do that too. Of course, the oil helps the stress management be even more effective than just the massaging. But you want to remember you are worthy and you're deserving of caring touch and ease you out of the stressful shackles that you can feel chained by. Another goofy thing I learned just the other day was blowing raspberries can also break up your stress moments. Let's try it now. Make those lips go all funny on you. And if you can't do it perfectly, like I just flubbed it up, laughing about it is also going to help because laughter really helps us. So blowing raspberries is also a thing that we can do when we want to become less stressed. Laughter stimulates many organs and increases endorphins. And endorphins, again, are those good, feel-good hormones that come out of the gut. And the brain also releases them. Laughter can stimulate circulation, muscle relaxation, increase, then decrease your heart rate and blood pressure, leaving you feeling relaxed. Laughter improves the immune system by releasing neuropeptides that help fight stress and more serious illnesses. It can relieve pain, helps us connect with others, and improve our moods. So what would happen if you and your person you care for watch some funny movies or funny shows together? Is it worth trying? A little Golden Girls, I Love Lucy, maybe Elf this time of year. Now I'm gonna actually ask Heather and Jason to unmute and tell us a little bit about any funny movies or shows that they enjoy.
There you go. Go ahead and ask the question again, please.
Okay. What funny shows have you enjoyed? Movies or TV shows or streaming things?
Oh, I love that question. We always go to those tried and true holiday shows. So like you were sharing with Elf is one of those. and Christmas with the Cranks. And
Oh,
these are like now are becoming older movies, but they're like timeless movies. And I love that during this time of the year, like we can go back to those. And in part because we don't watch them all year long. And so it's something
right.
to look forward to. So those are probably two of our most favorite ones. And then often we are watching like what people would call like the underrated or B-rated movies on Amazon Prime, which just the way that they're written is sometimes silly and cheesy, which gets us laughing.
Right, right. And certain actors or actresses with their physical comedy can just crack us up. I don't know if you are aware of Bob Marley up here, the comedian Bob Marley.
Oh, that does sound familiar. Actually, I think he's related to our friend Melissa.
Melissa Marley.
Really?
Yeah, because my roommate in college, we called her Bob because her last name's Marley, but I'm pretty sure Bob Marley, the comedian, is her cousin.
Oh
It's just
my gosh.
it's been years
Bob
since I.
lives right in Portland, so
Ah,
probably lives 10 minutes from my house.
that's
And
awesome.
and he's on Facebook. And honest to God, that's one reason I really miss Facebook now too, is missing checking out his little videos because he'll put them on quite often on his Facebook page and they might be 2 minutes, but his physical comedy cracks me up. Just the way he contorts his face, his mouth, puts his glasses on crooked to simulate his own father. I mean, it just is a riot. It really does really help with relieving stress for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for that. Of course, now eating well is a super foundational essential. And when we get the vitamins, minerals, and greens we need, our body is grateful and our mind and spirit react better. Choosing enough vegetables every day or getting a green supplement is easy to do, and then you know you have covered your bases. Sometimes, though, it's hard for people to get enough vegetables. The new VMG, which the little packet is, it's really hardly anything to it at all. But this has a full day's dose of all our vitamins, minerals, and 3 to 4 servings of greens in this simple, yummy pineapple mango powdered version of Lifelong Vitality. And this replaces 8 capsules that I would take. And so October 1st, I remember starting because I was going to Italy and I wanted something easy to carry and easy to do. And so I thought, well, this is a good time for me to start it. I'm telling you, the benefits I have seen for my body and my mind are tremendous. Uh, I've been dealing with an issue and I'm keeping this compliant for the FDA. So we can talk about directly afterwards in our Q&A, but because I'll stop the recording before that and then we can talk about some real stuff. But I've been dealing with an issue now since 2009, using the oils and using different things to help it, and it's affecting my nerves down my left leg. Literally, since I want to say I was using the VMG and the E omegas and frankincense capsules. Those are the 3 changes I made starting October 1st. After about 5 weeks, I hardly even notice that strange sensation in my left leg. So for me, that's huge because I've been dealing with this for so long. So I know my day starts off great when I mix up my VMG and I'm taking a few supplements with it. But has anybody else tried this? Heather Lynn, I'm not sure if you're doing the VMG, if you and
Yeah, we
Jason,
are. Yeah, we're doing it daily.
have you noticed anything yet?
I think I feel good.
Oh, sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, one of the things I have noticed though is since I've been taking the collagen, I feel like my nails and hair are better and healthier. Yeah. So
Definitely.
definitely I'm trusting the process and yeah, I'm excited.
That's great. The collagen is super.
Mm-hmm.
The collagen has allowed me to lift more weights. My muscles are much more defined.
Nice.
And I feel like I have more energy for working out. And
Mm-hmm.
not that I'm a huge bodybuilder or anything. I just want to be healthy. And that's my whole motivation is to be healthy and to live my best life through my whole life and not have to decline and not live a quality life at the end. I don't want that kind of life for myself. So
Right.
that's why I do work very hard and I put a lot of effort into feeling good. So now the VMG, are you finding that is difficult at all?
No, no, actually
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
we had another green, actually, I think we tried a couple different green things before VMG. So maybe you want to speak more to the one
Well,
that you were
this
in.
is just the VMG is so much more accessible, even in because of its packaging
Mhm.
and not having to use, not it's not in a container and having to use a measuring device to get the right amount of powder. And it's just cleaner to, open up the package, dump it into the water and shake it up, and it's less mess on the counter. And then it
Mhm.
just tastes amazing. And so it's actually like I just want to drink it all day, which I know I need to keep it to one packet. I can't say that about the other product.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so good. That's good to hear. That's a good testimony for
You know,
sure.
so as an incentive, as a part of it is over time that we do see changes. And so, to give a product or VMG the opportunity to have that change within my body, it's got to taste good. And it's
Mm.
got to be easy to do in the morning, and it does those two things. So right off the bat, it's got a good start to
Excellent. That's so good. And do you know this is the first thing I do every morning is I take my VMG. I have about 16 ounces of water, VMG, my fiber,
Mm.
my collagen powder, and my recharge electrolyte. I dump it all in that 16 ounces, shake it
Mm.
up, and I drink it all at once. Um, for me, just it's like revving my motor or something. I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but it's really, really well worth my time to do that.
Mm.
So as you perform your caregiving, know that frankincense is the perfect personal assistant to help calm you, clear your thinking, and soothe whatever may be bothering you. Having an extra stressful day, you want to reapply it every 2 hours till you feel better. With a bit of fractionated coconut oil to make it more effective, especially on the back of the neck or the spine. Um, you can apply it anywhere on the body, but for me, when I apply it right where I think it can get in really quickly, right to my brain, that's one reason that I put mine there. Now, a thumb drop is how we can also use frankincense, especially if you're going to be reusing it. And the thumb drop means you take the bottle, put your thumb on the top, just turn it over quickly, and what's on your thumb is smaller than a drop. So it kind of paces it out for you and kind of rations it out for you. Then you can take that thumb and put it right to the roof of your mouth, hold it for about 30 seconds, and it gets into the brain super quick. Another way you can use it is putting a drop under your tongue. I'm holding my tongue onto that drop because there's so many blood vessels underneath the tongue. So it's very blood rich. It gets in there so quickly and right into that brain where we need it the most. And frankincense is called the king of oils, and your person you care for deserves it for you to be a better caregiver. I hope this season reminds you that you are worthy of self-care and to take from your overflowed saucer before pouring from your own cup. So I took this is actually, I couldn't find a regular cup and saucer quickly before this Zoom. So I took this right off my Christmas tree. I got this, I think, in somewhere, Aruba. It says Aruba on it. Anyway, so people always talk about filling your cup, filling your cup. Well, instead, I have a different saying. You pour from the saucer that your overflowed cup has left for you to pour out of. And that's what you're giving away to people, not giving out of your own cup. You fill your cup and you keep your cup full, and then just pour out of the overflow from the saucer. And so as we wind this part down of this Lunch and Learn, I'm asking you to make one change that will help you be better to yourself now and in the future. Learn one more skill, buy one more tool to have to rely on, practice one thing that will ease your caregiving and help you help your person or your pet. Let me know what it is, and know you'll be more successful as a result of sharing your change. Research shows that when we create a goal or we are making a change in our lives, when we can verbally share that with another person, it like doubles our chance of success. So I want to bless you all and remind you that the next Lunch and Learn will be January 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm going to do right now is stop the recording so we can do some non-compliant real talk.